What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Aydian here, and in this video I want to get a little bit personal, a little bit unscripted, and just get really real with y'all. Touch a little bit about kind of this like fitness movement that's kind of going on. I've always been into fitness. My background, y'all can go back in my videos. I've always loved fitness. I did fitness for kind of couple of reasons. First reason, honestly, was insecurity with my body. I wanted to feel more masculine, and I noticed that working out, feeling in control of my body made my dysphoria just a little bit less. So that was my first reason, and my second reason was actually more for protection, because I knew that coming out in 2009, nobody really knew what the word transgender was, and a lot of people had a lot of fear and stigma. They still do, but even more so then. So I knew that the second reason I started training and working out was to get a little bigger, to appear a little more tough, and you know, just to kind of like be a little more intimidating, honestly, so that if I was at a bar and somebody didn't like what they saw, maybe my muscles would kind of make them a little more fearful. It's kind of cold in here. I'm gonna go get a sweater real quick. Alright, this is my 0.5cc sweatshirt. It's super soft and warm, but it doesn't quite match my black shirt, but shh. So yeah, that's kind of why I started training. I want to be open and honest with you guys about my experience during Men's Health magazine. Sorry about that, I ran out of time. Ran out of space on my disc. So, my disc, what am I, like 1994? Ran out of space on my SD card, my bad. Okay. Just to kind of get back to what I'm trying to get to here. I've dealt a lot in the last 3 years with my body. Going to the gym, what I'm eating, and how I look. I go on social media and I see a lot of people working out, getting fit. And to me, I'm like, cool, this is great. More people to talk about working out with. More people to talk about healthy lifestyles, to talk about, you know, balance, okay? Balancing our life so that we're active, but also taking rest, and so that we're having really whole foods, but also having more, like, having fun. And what I see is this obsession with exercise. And I just want to let everybody know that exercise is never the thing that actually makes you feel better about your life. I don't know if you know this, but having a six-pack is not going to make your life really any better than it is right now. If you feel like shit about your job, and you wake up tomorrow and have a ripped six-pack and you're muscular as fuck, your job is still going to suck. Your six-pack is not going to affect your job, okay? Same thing with a relationship. If someone doesn't want to date you, having a six-pack is not going to make someone want to date you. And if they do want to suddenly date you, you probably shouldn't date them anyway, because they only want you for your looks and not for what you actually have inside of your body. So I just have this big fear that I may even be contributing to people feeling like they will be happy and successful when they obtain a six-pack, or when they look sexy as hell, or when they have 6% body fat. It hurts my heart because I know that it's not the answer. I was that guy. Like, I thought getting a six-pack and landing the cover of Men's Health magazine would make all my worries go away. It would relieve stress from me, I would be set, I would have some type of career off of it. And the answer is that that was so not realistic. That even if I had gotten the cover of Men's Health, it really didn't mean shit. It didn't mean that I had a better relationship with my body. It didn't mean that all of a sudden I was gonna have some type of popping career. Like, none of that stuff really actually mattered. But I thought it did. I thought that in order for me to look the most masculine, I should have a ripped six-pack, and I should be very fit and muscular, and I should look like that guy on the cover. And, you know, that was like so bad for me. It was so bad for my mental health. The relationship I have with my body today is worse, I think, than it was 5 years ago. Because 5 years ago, all I focused on was the feminine attributes to my body. And how I wanted top surgery, and how I wanted this, and how I wanted that, right? How my hips were big, this was that, right? Now, all I do is fucking nitpick every single thing about my body. Oh, I can't see my ab, I can't see this. Oh, look at the definition of that's gone. It's like I was at, like, literally started to look in the mirror, and whatever the mirror said is what I was gonna feel. So if the mirror said I looked fat, whether or not I was actually fat, I felt like shit because I felt fat. I was allowing this mirror, this reflection, to literally determine how I would feel inside. And it's so terrible. It is so terrible to become obsessed with working out and fitness, and if you're not a trainer, or if you're not literally going to drop everything and become a fitness fanatic and just go to be on a show, on a stage, so you're getting paid for doing fitness, I really think there needs to be more of a balance here. I love the gym, you know what I mean? And I struggle with that balance. And so I want to let you guys all know that, like, getting skinny or being shredded, it is not the key to happiness. It's just really not. Like, if it was, like, my whole life would be fucking amazing, but it's not. Because you know what? I was super, super lean in 2015, and you know what? Now, when I look at my body, I'm constantly comparing myself to that lean guy. And that's not good. It is not good. When I look in the mirror and I think, wow, I look like terrible. I don't look terrible. I know that I don't look bad. I know that I'm not fat. I know that I have muscle definition. I know these things, but I feel like I don't. I feel fat. I feel small and scrawny. And that is, like, so bad. It is so bad that I feel those things, and I'm working so hard to fix my relationship with food and my body, and I feel like I obviously need to be more transparent about these things, because I literally see people online now, and all they talk about is their workouts, or their this, or their that. And even, I always try not to do that. You will see posts of me without a shirt on. You will see posts of me working out at the gym because I love it, because it's still my passion. Because my passion didn't hurt me. Society's view of my passion hurt me, because people started holding me up to this fit standard, and now it's like, oh my gosh, if I don't have a six-pack, then I must be fat. And that's not good. That's not healthy. It's not healthy. And I don't want you guys to ever think that I think everybody should be working out, or everybody should have a six-pack, or nobody should be eating cake or pizza. I've literally met people who go, oh my god, Aydian, you eat pizza? And I'm like, yeah, I eat pizza. I fucking love pizza. Are you kidding me? When someone comes up to me and tells me that they didn't even eat the cake on their birthday, I'm just like, it hurts me. Like, I feel like, what? You didn't eat cake on your birthday? What? You know what I mean? It's just, I just want to stress to you guys that, like, by no means does having an ideal body equal an ideal life, okay? It doesn't. If I've been an example of what you think happiness is by having a six-pack, please, like, hear me out and know that it's never my intention. Ever. Never, ever, ever my intention to do that to you. And if I did, I'm standing here right now and I'm going to take responsibility for that. And I'm going to say, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I made you feel like your reflection, your body represented your happiness. Because it doesn't. It just doesn't. If anything, I think it hurts a lot of people. I think more people get into fitness and then come out worse than they were before. Everybody's got that one skinny guy in your life, or girl, or person in your life that just eats whatever, right? And they're skinny as hell. That's what it's like, right? Just because you see someone thin does not mean they're healthy. Just because this guy's ripped does not mean it's healthy. I want to throw that out there. I want to become more open about this, and I put it under my bulking series because I feel like people are missing a point here. It's not about looking ripped, okay? Because one day you will have a six-pack. If you work your ass off, one day you'll get it. And you'll look in the mirror and you'll feel great, and you'll take selfies, and then the minute you don't have a six-pack, you're gonna feel like shit. I guarantee it. The minute you no longer are this shredded thing, you're gonna not feel good. And now you're always gonna try to live up to this expectation of what you think you should look like 24/7. I myself am going through this. I'm trying my best to accept my body for what it is, okay? It's not perfect. It's just not. But it's also not terrible either, right? So I just, I don't really know like how to end this video or anything like that. And I don't even know like what topic I was really touching on. I just scroll through my feed and I see an obsession with working out and food, and they both point to this illusion of happiness. It's like food and working out equal happiness, and it's just not the truth. And I just want to be a voice to share that with you guys. That's not the key. It could be a part of the key. If you are extremely obese and you have problems sleeping, you have problems getting up a flight of stairs, your heart is under so much pressure because you're so overweight, yes, happiness could really be part of that exercise and food relationship. But at the same time, it can't be your end-all be-all. You need to have a balance. They're just too much extreme. I see people go from regular life to like this clean eating, crazy workout life that's just not sustainable. It's not. And if it is sustainable, it's because you've patterned yourself into acting this certain way, and to seeing yourself in this light. And I wanna start taking responsibility for possibly being a part of this. And I also want to say that you can have a relationship with food and exercise and love working out and training and not be obsessed in that way, okay? It's not like an all or nothing thing when it comes to working out. You can actually go to the gym 3 or 4 times a week for an hour to an hour and a half, and that's it, and still have a healthy lifestyle. So again, I want to cut it here. I would love to hear from you guys. Drop questions below, like if there's specific ways that I can share my journey and what that extremeness felt like. I would love to explore this some more and find better ways to communicate it to you guys. And I would just love to try to do that for you guys, to just be a voice that isn't preaching six-pack. You know what I mean? I feel like with Men's Health, that was the first time I ever really had a six-pack, so I was very excited. And so I don't have any shame or guilt for taking those photos or posting anything. But I do understand that sometimes you look at something and you form your own judgments. And so I don't want people to look at those photos and see me happy and think that if they get a six-pack, they will absolutely be happy, guaranteed, because it's not a guarantee. It's not. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I know that I wasn't nearly as ecstatic about life as I normally am, because I feel like this is a real topic and I want to open up more, but I'm also healing myself, and so it feels a little raw. So I appreciate you all listening and taking the time, and if you appreciate this transparency, please hit that like button. It helps me out get these videos pushed through to other channels and outlets. So alright guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.